Bitcoin is going to zero. Danger will always. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Bitcoin is going to zero.
Alright everyone, and welcome one more time with Trade We Don't See. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day, and this is going to be the time where we're going to be sticking with the show, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. This will also make it so I can have all of this all together. But let me know, guys, if you like this time better, or if there's anything out there that you like to see. Let me like a public. Could be a public. Yeah, perfect. So we are public, I believe. All right, so let's get it started today. Yesterday we left out a couple of trades. Let's see how those played out, and of course let's get it started. Let's go to the charts. All right, getting back into Bitcoin here. I know it's a little noisy. I still stay behind of my analysis. Let me clear this up, and let me of course get rid of this very quickly. There you go. You'll see the amount of things that are playing out in here. Remember, we have a lower high, so why not? Let's make it a little bit more professional. So let me just add this trend line in here, something like this. And of course, let's add, remember that we were looking at this line because we had some big support, big resistance in there, right? So let's draw it like this. Perfect. It's a little bit more matching of what we intended, and our entry point still within this same zone, right? So we're breaking through that dynamic reactor. Perfect. We have the sell signal here. Great. It's not about the breakout, it's about the retest, right? And then off we go to our entry point. So far so good. All right, so just so you know, and by the way, you also be looking at that we are very close to have taken that scenario, right? I mean, look at this area right here. Just so you know, I did not took this. I could have, because we have to flip off the ribbon, right? And I could be just trying to long this itty bitty tiny part, but this is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for, it's a much bigger trade. So far, I'm still holding on, taking this trade. Let's actually go to the 4 hours, and well, on the 4 hours, this story is not that different. We almost hit that dynamic reactor. You see that? But we're also piercing through. Seems like we might have maybe one more negative candle. Maybe we can make it all the way down there, and then finally make the bounce to the upside, and then a continuation downwards. So hopefully it plays out. We're still waiting on this one. And let's take a look at the rest of our setups from yesterday. So yesterday we set up a trade on TRX. No, this was today, sorry, a trade of TRX, and we were trading the 5 minutes, just to pick it up in case you were following along. And well, that short, it's playing out just now, but nonetheless, let's take a look at render. Render is also playing out. Look at that. By the way, that was on the 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so there it is, the short that we were expecting. All right, a quarter of a position. Let's get it. Seems like it's playing fantastically, and we're getting closer to where we are supposed to either move our stop to entry or take some profits. I know this is not what we would love to see just now, but remember, we are getting very close to some support and resistances. In fact, if you take a look at the ranging zone, We are right there on the ranging zone, and remember that's why we have an alert at 221. Just a portion of our profits we're gonna be taking, just in case we bounce from that area as we were talking about. All right. So, but so far, good. We are on green numbers. Let's effing go. Let's take a look at the next one in here, which was XMR or Monero. Looking for that rejection. That rejection is playing out fantastically. Going into the trend line in here. You see it, right? Breakout, retest, and we are looking for that flip of the ribbon to then long it. As you can see, we're just shy of taking that long, right? But we still need to wait for the flip of the ribbon. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana, we are in red right now, just barely on the red. Perfect. We knew this could happen. Remember, we were looking for that a possibility and then continuation. That's why our stop loss it's right inside the trend line or back above that trend line, because that would actually tell us that our trade was into the pivot point, basically into the invalidation point. But so far so good, hanging on in there. Let's go. What's up, brother? Welcome, Wix Wife 2000. How's it going? Doppy Bull, what is up? Gang, 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 the gang in the house. How is it going, guys? Guys, let me know. Do you like better this timing? Do you like better yesterday timing? So it's either right now, like right here, or 1 hour later. Let me know what do you like the most, what do you like best, so I can adjust, because I have to also talk with JR, so we coordinate. So yeah, let me know. All right. So far so good. We are breaking through this zipper line. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Oh no, what's it? Why tits? What? Did I read that correctly? Let me know, bro. Love it, love it. What's up, brother? Welcome. Thank you. Piper Gang, let's get it. Gang, Piper Gang, let's go. Love it, love it. All right, so everything looking great. We are just barely in the reds. Expect to be just a little bit more in the red for Solana, but render looking great. Let's take a look at XRP. All right, XRP almost there. Remember, have an entry. We're getting so close, guys, so close. Something that I'm not liking is that right now we have a order block right here, and dynamic reactor is not moving as I was expecting. So, Piper Academy, what is up? How is it going? Welcome, Alex. Welcome, my friend. Great to see you here. All right. What? The one made me mad today. Lol. What? This one? Which one? Which one? Let me know. XRP. God, my God. Oh, I see. XRP. Well, we were expecting right now a possible bounce, right? Something right now that is not sitting well with me is this order block that we have right down here, right? And by the way, this is a free tool, so if you guys want to add it, go for it. It's a volume profile bar magnifier order block, right? It's of course a mouthful. I'm gonna request Jacob to maybe give it a little more appealing, or suggest, right? If his indicator just to get a little more appealing. I don't know, maybe a super duper order block. It will be that much easier to remember. I don't know. I take suggestions so I can forward them to them. Oh, you long it today earlier. Oh, dude, that it actually went down lower. Oh, all right. Nonetheless, look at that. We have another order block in here. My entry it's at 214. All right, but I'm willing to wait. Remember, I'm looking for that flip of the ribbon. So I will be willing to wait until I see that flip of the ribbon. And something interesting, or something that I'm looking for, it is that red signal right down here. Right. We're starting to get it. Not quite there yet. I believe that we might even do something like that. So what I'm gonna be doing right now, it's adjusting my entry. So we haven't taken it just yet, right? Let's bring up a couple of other support and resistances. I want to look at my predictive ranges. So we did broke. Look at that previous monthly high. By the way, I guess that you were looking at the previous monthly high, right? For the long. It was a pretty good entry, to be honest, right? maybe just lack of that confirmation. But if you logged in here, I would say that you were doing great. I mean, that was a big support, and look at the candle reaction, right? I mean, it just did not hold too bad. But yeah, I would say that strategy wise, it was 90% there, right? So yeah, I tried to take the pocket. Yeah, absolutely, I can see that. Yes, I absolutely can see that. And dude, I mean, that's the risk that we take, right? When we trade. So it actually pushed a little bit farther. Oh my god, right now my wife is, I think she's making some popcorn and the house smells like delicious. All right, so maybe I'm just too hungry. All right, so looking forward, let's take a look at if I can catch anything else right down here. Let's just get the super duper indicator out. And these golden lines are the ones that are catching my attention, not only because they are with dynamic reactor, they also are with our money flow POC. So man, you know what? I'm gonna keep the half of an entry here. When yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Why is that? Because we already have covered this order block, right? And right now we're getting into this. So maybe I can adjust just a little bit lower. Maybe something like that. Let's add an alert right into the entry point. And that's as much as I'm gonna push it. If I get stopped out, I'm gonna wait for that flip of the ribbon, right? So once again, I'm looking for that flip of the ribbon regardless where the flip happens, right? But I want to keep my entry here. Very important. It's not an open entry, right? It's a possible entry. So I estimate that we're gonna go in there, right? That at that point in the chart, I'm gonna be able to open up a trade. But again, until I don't see that flip of the ribbon, or until I don't see a wide, and let me show you what do I mean with that. Look at that. Very wide cross section on my oscillator. All right, so unless I see that, well then I'm not gonna be taking the long. Hey, look at that alert on render. Let's go take a look at that. All right, perfect. So we're hitting a possible continuation in here. If you want to take some profits at this point, make sure you do. I don't have my broker on. Oh man, I don't know if I can open it right now because I did change of IP and I need to do all my confirmation once again. I think I can take some profits on my phone. All right, so I'm gonna be doing 20% out in here. So why not? Let's go for it. So guys, bear with me. I'm gonna be doing a 20% out right here. So just a second. Almost there. 20%. What price are we at? All right, taken. Taken. All right, perfect. Perfect. Taken. And 20% out. All right. And I'm not moving my stop loss right now into profits. It's just a little bit of a mess on the phone. Well, I'm not in the mood to do that in the phone. Don't be irresponsible like me. Do it. Or at least cut a little bit downwards your stop loss, right? I'm going to be making it right after the show. The important part is I already have cover for half of my stop loss. So that's a good gain, right? So I just need to wait for the rest. Let's go and take a look at BNB because we also have a BNB crossing right now, right? And we cross this area right here, as you can see right there. BNB crossing 924, 924, a little bit higher. Really? No, you gotta be kidding me, really? 83, we didn't even get there. 924, what? This is just hilarious. I do recall that we placed an alert right down there, but 924? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. It says that it was active on what, January 6th? Yeah, so yesterday. I don't know what's going on with this, but all right, whatever. I do recall that it was a lower thing. Maybe it's just trading view being buggy or something. Yar, what's up, bro? Welcome, my friend. For jumping in. Really appreciate you, my friend. All right. So, JR, by the way, we need to talk. I see your messages. Today was a crazy day. Almost non-stop from classes. I'm just going to have... Actually, I'm just going to... Ending up the show, I'm going to take some lunch. Just now. But I'm planning to keep this timing. I don't know if that works for you, and if it does, let me know. Maybe we can plan for me to forward to your channel, to your show, or vice versa. Let me know what works for you, and of course we can, figure something out. And thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate you, brother. All right. So when are we gonna be going for? Yeah, dude, I was like crazy. DC was like in and out of live shows. But yeah, thank you, my friend. Thank you for your patience. Really appreciate it, brother. All right. So what I'm looking for in here, it's going for the next short. If we go higher, okay, I'm expecting to have this kind of movement, right? This kind of movement, or maybe even this kind of movement, right? When it goes up and then a continuation downwards. You see that? All right. So maybe, and just maybe, we are able to do something like this, all right, within the golden lines. So let's test my theory with some indicators. So first of all, let's see, we are bullish, all right. We already have a topping here. Let's see if we have, how is our quantum reactor? And quantum reactor, come on, it's very far away. We already have an early reversal, all right, adding to my reversal theory. Let's take a look at in here. There we go. Order block. Perfect. High order block. Highly freakishly bullish. Let's effing go. Oh my goodness. 85. What is the volume? 21K. All right. All right. You know what? Maybe I could even go for a higher long in here. Let's go for that. Shit, man. No, too many. We might be able to even to get this and then go lower. All right, let's do. I'm feeling a DJ today. Binance, long position right now, right, guys? Quarter of a position, please. Don't go wild, right? No traders going wild tonight. All right. All right. So let's actually mark that. Let's go. Let's go. Where is it at? Right here. This is going to be a 1/4 of an entry with testing the waters, all right? We want it to go a little bit higher, like this, and then drop back down, all right? So we understand that this is a dangerous trade, right? Stop loss. Stop loss is going to be right below our order block, and then just give us one little, like, itty-bitty tiny space right down there, all right? Let's get it, Harp. What's up, bro? Gaming buddy, how's it going? Jesse, what is up, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you guys. Really thank you. Double, triple, 15 tuple. Shout out to Alex. What is up, my friend? Thank you for your participation. Really enjoying your chat right there. Thank you, brother. All right. So we're gonna test the waters. Most likely we're gonna get hit. All right. So bear in mind. So why am I going here, or like in here? There's like that remote chance that we do the dead cat bounce right there, all right? And if we do, maybe just a couple of bucks in my pocket. Remember, this is a quarter of a position, not to worry on getting that stopped out, right? So why not? Let's go for it. In fact, let me add that to alerts right there, and then one last alert right down here. And this is gonna be my next entry point. Let's keep it as is right now. Let's do a long position somewhere around here. Stop loss is gonna be all the way there, and right here we're gonna be aiming a little bit higher. But this is gonna be the next oncoming scenario, right? Once again, remember, danger, Will Robinson. This is a dangerous trade. All right, that's why we're going for a quarter of a position, and I need to open that position. I haven't opened it, dude. I need to log in here. All right, I'm gonna try to hurry up. It's 6:23. Let me see if I can push through, and I'm gonna be making that BNB entry. All right, let's take a look at a couple of other things and then wrap it up. XRP, looking for that trade, of course. We already have gone over that. Jasmine, there's a long time since we don't visit Jasmine, but Jasmine already had the retracement that we were expecting into this zone. It could absolutely go lower, but let's bring up a couple of indicators to see if we have some sort of support. There's equilibrium zone, so this is gonna keep going downwards. Let me see if I have anything else in there. Golden. There's a golden predictive range, very strong, but still not as a stand-alone entry. Look at this equilibrium. It is right there with the previous monthly high, so I will be betting a little bit more into that position. And of course, we have the R1W support right down here, so a little bit better of what I was expecting. Let's take a look at our order blocks. Much lower. So Jasmine has no entry so far. If you're really feeling dizzy here, go for it, but I would say the equilibrium point. I'm not gonna be trading this, not at this point, but it's worth to keep an eye on it. Let's wrap it up with Litecoin and one or more other coin. All right, so team no sleep. Let's go. All right, so right here, let me just clear this up. Let me just make sure that we don't have such a mess. Let's go to a daily. I want to take a look at the daily. Daily is looking fairly good. All right, we already have a flip of the ribbon. Hopefully we can see something like this, and this thing do like that. That will actually fall in line with this trend line. Perfect. I'm not saying that it will, but that's what I want to see. If not, well, Litecoin is going to go much lower. In fact, remember, we have the first alert at 75.86 and the next alert at 67.48. We're still waiting for those to play it out. Let me see. Let's do ADA, and I think we're gonna be wrapping it up with ADA tonight. So we have a breakout. We're going for the retest. This is looking, to be honest, very cool. All right, I'm gonna go for a long. All right, and my long is gonna be, I'm gonna guess in there, not quite there yet. Let me corroborate. That is a good area of longing. All right, or deny it. I do have a reversal. I have quantum reactor a little bit lower, so let me lower my entry. What else do I have in here? Let's see. All right, high order block support. So let's go into on the support right there. Let's take a look at what else we have right down there. Not much. Oh, I skipped the VRVP. I'm gonna get back to it. Well, let's see. All right, not much in here still. Let's bring up the VRVP. Smart money entry. Oh, a little bit lower. So what I'm gonna be going for, it's having a stop loss like this. And yeah, I think that would be it. So let's go for this long entry. And the key factor is gonna be the flip of the ribbon. All right, if we get stopped out and then bounce back up, guys, make sure that we are shorting this Cardano. All right, I mean, not because we get one stop down means that we're just giving out. It means that we need to plan for the next upcoming scenario, and my invalidation point is going to be somewhere around 0.3638. Right, that's what I'm going to be looking for, a pump up and then a rejection down out of the money flow EOC. So far so good, guys. All right, let's keep it simple. Let's take a look at tomorrow, how those played out. Most likely we might be able to be into 2 to 3 trades, but keep an eye on those, keep your alerts on, right, and trade them with me. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. To you, all of you guys, I really miss you, and of course see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero.